Ranking the best quarterbacks in Madden 23. We are back here with another tier list update. Today, we're going to be updating the best quarterbacks in Madden 23 Ultimate Team. Now, right before I do go ahead and re-rank the old cards and rank the new cards, I do want to go ahead and shout out the comment of the day. There's two things I want to change with these top tiers before we even move people down. It's the fact that Aaron Rodgers, I don't want to say I overrated him. Like, I started running him a lot more on my no money spent team, and I don't want to say no fearless because you can rock it for, I think, like 4 AP. But the like non-discounted fearless is going to put him in A, and a card I think I slept on. I think a lot of people are going to like this. Some people might not like it, but Randall Cunningham has like one issue, and it's the fact that he can't really get Howard Master. But honestly, in the most popular playbook in the game, the Saints playbook, you don't really even need Howard Master. Randall Cunningham gets free gunslinger, Passly Elite, and also a fearless discounted. So I think he is belonging in S tier. I think he's with these guys, Elway, Brady, and Bledsoe. Now with the quarterbacks we got though, this is shocking to me because we really haven't done this in the past 2 episodes. I think everyone drops down a tier, including John Elway, the man that was by far the best quarterback in the game for so long. And I will say also Cam Newton. I again don't think I underrated Cam Newton. It's just like he is going to stay in C, because he is really good in a run-heavy offense. Like, he's one of the perfect quarterbacks for a run-heavy offense. So I'm going to go ahead once again, have him in this C tier. I think, honestly, just given the quarterbacks we're going to cover, I think Brady is closest to S. I think given the cards that dropped, he is kind of more valuable than Elway now, because there's a quarterback that does what Elway does, just a little bit better. So that's why I say that. So the first card we got is a 90 overall Desmond Ridder. Pretty good stats, 87 speed, 90 excel, decent accuracies. He's 6'3", has Gen 2 as a release. But this game is really just about abilities on quarterback. So you can see he doesn't get anything for discount. And for that reason, he just really isn't too usable in my opinion. A fun card to use, but in the grand scheme of the game, F tier. And now we got the MVP Baker Mayfield. This card was so fun to use. 84 speed, 87 excel. Again, pretty good accuracies across the board. And this time for a release, has traditional 6. I didn't really mind it. For his abilities though, you have to run fearless and set feet lead for 6 AP. I mean, that's not really valuable, I'll be honest. Like, it really isn't. Fearless, set feet lead. Can anyone in F tier get that combo? He's obviously better than Ridder that I just covered, but he also isn't as good as his 95 overall card. So he's like the best one in F, which sounds like crazy and makes it think that like I think he like really sucks. But honestly, if you're a no money spent player, this is really not a bad quarterback to use for a little while. Talk about a card, a player that got absolutely disrespected. Joe Burrow only getting a 93 is crazy. He should have a way higher overall. 84 speed though, 82 excel, with again good accuracies, good throw power as well. His release this time is Slinger 5. I didn't mind his release. I thought it was pretty good. And if we take a look at his abilities, he get Howard Master Fearless for 5, but also combo that with set feet lead for 8 AP. So he can get the ability sack, right? He can get the John Elway ability sack. It's just 8 AP instead of 7, which kind of hurts his value a tad. You can run set feet lead and fearless for 5 AP total. I think he is better than everyone in D. I think he is on this C tier, and I think he is a pretty good quarterback. I would run him over Brady. Just kind of missing some really good discounts. The reason why I have Tua ahead of him, like you can say I'm a biased Tua fan, whatever, but he gets that same ability stack for 7 AP. Again, when quarterbacks are this good, like getting 1 AP cheaper is a really big thing, especially in an ability-driven game. Right after that, we get Sam Darnold, 93 overall, once again, 6'3" field general with 82 speed, 80 excel. Again, pretty good accuracies across the board, and this time has Gen 3 as a release, and for his abilities, gets set feet lead and fearless for 5. He is worse than Burrow, in my opinion. He doesn't get Howard Master, so I think he has to rank below Burrow. I think right by Bernie Kosar makes a ton of sense. They get fearless and set feet lead for the same amount of AP. Next up right here, we have Denard Robinson. I'm going to be completely honest. I think this might have been the most fun I've had using a quarterback card. He is insanely fast, 95 speed, 97 excel, great throw power, great accuracies as well. This time they changed his release. He has the Josh Allen release. This is one of my personal favorite in the game. I love Slinger 3. I love Slinger 4. Honestly, give me Slinger 3 and Slinger 4 over Slinger 1. Hot take, I know. Gets fast break for 0. He is so awesome in a QB run scheme. Pass lead elite for 2, fearless for 3. Really fun quarterback to use. Now, I don't think he's like S tier, and I honestly don't even think he's like A, but I would put him B tier. He's a really good quarterback. He's a ton of fun to use, and that speed, man, whew, I do like him more than Cam as well. After this, we have Danny Dimes. So Daniel Jones, 93 speed, 97 excel, great accuracies, great throw power once again, 6'5" height on him, and has Gen 2 as a release, not a bad release. And if we come down to his abilities, this is where he's unique. Like, you could get potentially gunslinger, fearless, set feet lead for 6. I mean, that's not really like the unique thing though, right? You could get Howard Master, fast break, and set feet lead for 6 AP. He is the only quarterback in the game that gets 0 AP fast break. Like, you can look at him, Denard Robinson, Daniel Jones, Cam, Vick, Tebow, but he also gets Howard Master. In certain schemes, he is so good. Like, if you're running Ravens a lot and you also want to have that threat of passing the ball, he is going to be the toughest one to rank, in my opinion, because I'm between 2 tiers. I'm between B and I'm also between A. Like, it's tough. It is really, really tough. Him on the same tier as Elway is kind of crazy. But I think B tier is a really good spot for him. And I'm going to go ahead and rearrange this. I'm going to put A-Rod and Denard Robinson like top into B. But yeah, I think that's a pretty good spot for him. And right now, if you think I'm sleeping on him, right now he is currently my QB 8. Now we have Steve Young, 91 speed, 91 XL, great throw power, great accuracies, and also has my favorite release in the game, Slinger 3. Now for his abilities, he can go ahead and get Fearless for 1, Power Master for 2, and then Set Feet Lead for 4. What is that? That's the John Elway ability stack, but he has my favorite release in the game. So this is where him versus Elway gets super, super interesting because of the fact that they get the same ability stack. It's just when you compare Steve Young to the quarterbacks around him that could do what he does, the only quarterback that is in comparison to him is Lamar, and they do 2 things very, very differently, and we'll get to that when we cover Lamar. But Steve Young, in my opinion, he's going to be the first S-tier quarterback. Steve Young was by far and away the best quarterback I've used all year long. I know you might not like lefties. That's a big complaint I hear. But Steve Young, absolutely amazing. Love that release on him. And the reason why he's above Elway, and again, I get Elway gets that same ability stack, is the release difference. Again, there's no one that can do what Steve Young does, but better. But there's someone that we're going to cover that does what Elway does, just better. And we're actually going to go ahead and get into that card right now, Mark Brunell. So Mark Brunell is awesome. So first off, he's decently fast, 89 speed, 87 XL, 6'1", 95 throw power, great accuracies, but the big things, release and also ability. So for his release, get Slinger 1, the fastest in the pocket release for short and medium throws in the game. A lot of people's favorite release. Now, where does Mark Brunell stand out? First off, his price is ridiculous. You can go ahead and get Fearless for 1, High Route Master for 2, and also Set Feet Lead for 2. So in total, that's 5 AP. He gets that same ability stack that John Elway gets, but for 2 less AP, same release, and also faster. Like, he's literally better John Elway, which I never thought it'd be the day. I never thought we'd see this. But Mark Brunell is ridiculous. I think he is QB1 in the game. At that point, it really comes down to, do you want Slinger 1 or do you like Slinger 3? Right after that, we have Josh Johnson. So Josh Johnson, really, really fast. 95 speed, 93 XL. He's 6'3" scrambler with 95 throw power, really good accuracies as well. Now, if we come down to his release, has the Tim Tebow release. So they already screwed this card over. He's not really going to rank too high for me. And for his abilities, though, let's take a look. So fast break for 1, I feel like this is dumb because it makes him worse than Cam Newton. He does get Set Feet Lead for 2, Fearless for 3, so that's 5 AP total. But again, he gets the what's it called, Tim Tebow release. Do I put him on the same tier as Cam? Nah, I can't. I can't do it. I can't. I think he's worse than Cam. I honestly would run Sam Darnold and Bernie Kosar over this card. His speed is great, but once again, man, that release is awful. Now, right after that, we have Kurt Warner. So Kurt Warner, 6'2" field general with 81 speed, great throw power. I believe that's the highest in the game, and also has great accuracies. Now, for his release, has Gen 3. Gen 3 is kind of like a very mid release. I'm not a huge fan of it, but it's not like unusable. If we look at his abilities, okay, so Howard Master, Fearless, Set Feet Lead in total for 6 AP. Really, really nice. He gets Conductor for 1 as well. So if you really want a quick hike like crazy, I think Kurt Warner is a good quarterback. I like his ability stack. I think he is a tier better than Tua, and for that reason, he's going to go A tier for me. And now for the last card of the video, we got Lamar Jackson. Got a huge upgrade with his AKA card. Great speed, great excel, great throw power, great accuracies. Again, though, he has my favorite release in the game, Slinger 3. Now, it's really between him or Steve Young. So what's the difference between him and Steve Young? He can go ahead and get Set Feet Lead and Fearless for 3. He can go ahead and get Howard Master and Set Feet Lead for 4. Oh man, this is tough because if you do not need Howard Master, Set Feet Lead Fearless for 3 is great. And also, if you run with the quarterback a lot, gets the Truz X Factor that's pre-lit, activated, and will basically guarantee he's not going to fumble. So he's an awesome quarterback card. You know what? I'm going to say screw it. Like, I am really high on Howard Master, but this is a big if you don't need Howard Master, I think he's right here. I think he's an awesome quarterback. And we actually got one more card to get revealed while I was recording. We got Matt Ryan right here, new AKA card dropping today if you're watching this on Monday, but he has 87 speed, 96 throw power, great accuracies. Again, at this point they're going to have great stats, and they also gave him really good speed, which I'm kind of surprised. But of course this is going to come down to the ability. So Matty Ice in the top left right here, first off, he can go ahead and get Fearless for 1, can get Howard Master for 2, doesn't get any discount of set feet lead, but if we take into account Fearless and Howard Master, that's 3 AP. More than likely you're going to be able to stack these two together and also set feet lead for 3, given he's a field general. And something we can do right here is pull up his old card, look at his release, has Gen 3. He's essentially kind of the same as Kurt Warner, so I'm going to put him literally right by Kurt Warner. But yeah, y'all, this was my thoughts on the quarterback position in Madden 23 Ultimate Team. Let me know your thoughts down below in the comments. What do you agree with? What do you disagree with? Who should go up? Who should come down? If you did enjoy this video though, you enjoy content like this, want to stay up to date with the best cards in Madden 23 Ultimate Team, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. Now if you want to see me use some of these cards live, check the links in the description, hit that Twitch with a follow. We've been grinding the streams over there, so I greatly appreciate that. Now if you don't feel like heading over to Twitch, you guys want another video to watch, check this one out right here. I rank the best playbooks in Madden 23.